Cross-play games are breaking boundaries, letting players connect and compete across platforms like never before. Hit that like button and let's jump into this ultimate list of gaming unity. Traverse the sprawling lands between an Elden Ring, a challenging RPG combining open-world exploration with From Software's signature combat. Players battle fearsome bosses, uncover hidden secrets, and explore a world steeped in lore by George R. R. Martin, a masterpiece of design and discovery. Descend into darkness with Diablo 4, an action RPG where players battle hordes of demons, customize builds, and explore a vast, open world. Cooperative and solo modes blend seamlessly, while dark storytelling and addictive loot mechanics redefine the iconic franchise's immersive gameplay. Engage in high-stakes missions in Modern Warfare 2, offering intense multiplayer, a gripping campaign, and refined mechanics. Battle across diverse maps with customizable loadouts. Its realism and engaging gameplay make it a staple for fans of fast-paced first-person shooters. Drop into massive battlegrounds in Warzone 2.0, a free-to-play battle royale that expands Call of Duty's iconic gameplay. With new features, dynamic maps, and strategic options, players team up to outlast opponents in intense, ever-changing environments. It's adrenaline-filled action at its finest. Experience large-scale warfare in Battlefield 2042, featuring dynamic maps, futuristic tech, and massive battles. With vehicles, destructible environments, and a range of tactical options, the game emphasizes team-based strategies in chaotic multiplayer scenarios. Jump into Apex Legends, a free-to-play battle royale with dynamic characters, fast-paced gameplay, and tactical team-based action. Players select unique legends, each with distinct abilities, to strategize and outlast rivals in high-energy matches. Team up in Overwatch 2, a hero-based shooter with vibrant maps, diverse characters, and dynamic gameplay. Players engage in objective-driven matches, utilizing unique abilities and strategies. Its accessible design and competitive depth make it a standout in the multiplayer shooter genre. Compete and build in Fortnite, the battle royale phenomenon that combines tactical combat with creative construction mechanics. Players explore colorful maps, complete challenges, and engage in frequent events. Its evolving gameplay and crossover content keep it fresh and engaging. Combine soccer with vehicular chaos in Rocket League, a fast-paced multiplayer game where rocket-powered cars compete to score goals. Its addictive mechanics, competitive modes, and vibrant esports scene offer endless fun for players of all skill levels. Immerse yourself in the sci-fi universe of Destiny 2, a first-person shooter blending engaging combat, epic storytelling, and cooperative multiplayer. Players customize their guardians, embark on thrilling missions, and tackle challenging raids with friends. Explore, build, and survive in Minecraft, the sandbox sensation offering endless creativity and adventure. Players can construct massive projects, mine for resources, or battle dangerous mobs, either solo or with friends. Its universal appeal ensures a timeless gaming experience. Venture into the infinite universe of No Man's Sky, exploring procedurally generated planets filled with mysteries and dangers. Players build bases, gather resources, and trade with aliens, enjoying a constantly updated and improved experience. Sail the high seas in Sea of Thieves, a multiplayer pirate adventure where players explore islands, battle rival crews, and uncover treasure. Its vibrant world and open-ended gameplay provide endless opportunities for cooperative fun. Hunt colossal monsters in Monster Hunter Rise, an action RPG featuring fast-paced combat, new traversal mechanics, and cooperative multiplayer. Players craft powerful gear and tackle increasingly challenging foes in beautifully crafted environments. Immerse yourself in the rich fantasy of Baldur's Gate 3, AD&D-inspired RPG with deep storytelling, tactical combat, and meaningful choices. Players customize characters, explore intricate worlds, and unravel epic narratives, either solo or in co-op. Survive and build in Valheim, a Norse-inspired sandbox where players gather resources, craft tools, and battle mythical creatures. Cooperative multiplayer enhances the adventure, letting teams construct epic settlements and explore dangerous biomes together. Experience survival from a new perspective in Grounded, where players shrunk to the size of ants, explore a dangerous backyard, work together to gather resources, battle insects, and uncover mysteries in this cooperative adventure. Unleash creativity in Terraria, a 2D sandbox game blending exploration, crafting, and combat. Players mine resources, build structures, and battle powerful bosses. Its vibrant worlds and endless possibilities keep players engaged for hours. Survive in the unforgiving wilderness of Don't Starve Together, a cooperative survival game where players gather resources, craft tools, and fend off nightmarish creatures. The game's quirky art style and challenging mechanics make teamwork essential for survival. Dive into icy oceans in Subnautica, Below Zero, an underwater survival game set on an alien planet. Players explore mysterious biomes, build bases, and uncover secrets while managing resources and avoiding dangerous creatures in this immersive adventure. Survive Against the Odds in Rust, a multiplayer survival game where players scavenge for resources, build bases, and fend off rivals. Its open-world design and player-driven chaos create a tense and unpredictable experience. Tame dinosaurs and conquer a dangerous world in Ark. Survival Evolved. Players gather resources, craft tools, and build bases, battling prehistoric creatures and other survivors. Its dynamic gameplay and expansive content offer endless opportunities for exploration and strategy. Survive on a mysterious island in the forest, where players must gather resources, build shelters, and fend off terrifying mutants. The game's mix of survival mechanics and horror elements creates an intense and immersive experience. Rebuild Society in State of Decay 2, a zombie survival game where players manage resources, recruit survivors, and defend their base. Cooperative multiplayer enhances the experience, allowing teams to survive together in a world overrun by the undead. Blast Through Alien Threats and Outriders, a cooperative looter-shooter with dynamic combat and deep customization. Players choose unique classes, unleash powerful abilities, and battle through a compelling sci-fi narrative. Mine, Shoot, and Survive in Deep Rock Galactic, a cooperative FPS where teams of dwarves explore procedurally generated caves. With unique character classes and chaotic missions, the game delivers a fun, team-oriented experience. Survive a Chaotic Multiverse in Remnant 2, a cooperative action RPG blending third-person shooting with challenging gameplay. Players explore procedurally generated worlds, battle dynamic enemies, and unlock unique archetypes in an endlessly replayable adventure. Experience intense PvPv action in Hunt Showdown, where players hunt monstrous targets while competing against rival teams. The game's dark atmosphere, high-stakes gameplay, and strategic depth create a unique and thrilling experience. Enter a tense multiplayer horror game in Dead by Daylight, where one player becomes a killer hunting for survivors. With diverse characters, maps, and terrifying scenarios, the game's dynamic gameplay keeps players on edge. Plan and execute daring heists in Payday 3, a cooperative FPS focused on teamwork and strategy. Players customize loadouts, coordinate tactics, and battle security forces in dynamic high-stakes missions. Race Through Mexico in Forza Horizon 5, an open-world driving game offering stunning visuals, diverse terrains, and a massive roster of cars. Its seamless multiplayer features and dynamic events make it a standout in racing games. Experience the world's game in FIFA 23, featuring realistic graphics, enhanced mechanics, and updated rosters. Players compete in diverse modes, from online tournaments to career management. Step onto the court in NBA 2K24, a basketball sim blending realistic gameplay with engaging modes. Players build custom teams, compete online, and experience the thrill of the NBA with lifelike graphics and smooth mechanics. Crash, Race, and Dominate in Wreckfest, a demolition derby game offering intense action and creative vehicle destruction. With customizable cars and chaotic tracks, it delivers adrenaline-filled gameplay for fans of unconventional racing. Compete in the world of Formula 1 in F1 2023, featuring realistic car physics, stunning visuals, and immersive modes. Players race on iconic tracks, manage teams, and test their skills in both single-player and online events. Engage in tactical team-based combat in Rainbow Six Siege, a multiplayer shooter where strategy and precision are key. Players select operators with unique abilities, working together to outsmart opponents in intense, objective-based matches. Drop into intense battle royale action in PUBG, where players scavenge for weapons, outwit opponents, and survive to be the last one standing. Its realistic mechanics and strategic gameplay make it a classic in the genre. Blast through waves of enemies in Risk of Rain 2, a roguelike action game featuring cooperative multiplayer, diverse characters, and randomized challenges. Players unlock abilities, collect upgrades, and face epic boss battles in dynamic, ever-changing levels. Dive into chaotic looter-shooter action in Borderlands 3, featuring hilarious storytelling, explosive combat, and an endless arsenal of weapons. Players team up to explore diverse worlds, battle quirky enemies, and collect powerful loot. Rebuild Washington, D.C. in The Division 2, a cooperative shooter blending tactical combat, RPG mechanics, and dynamic missions. Players gear up, form squads, and battle to restore order in a beautifully crafted open world. Face relentless waves of enemies in Vampire Survivors, an addictive roguelike where players unlock powerful weapons and abilities. Its simple mechanics and intense gameplay create a highly engaging experience filled with action and chaos. Take on challenging boss battles in Cuphead, a hand-drawn masterpiece blending vintage cartoon aesthetics with unforgiving gameplay. Players can team up in co-op mode, facing colorful foes in a visually stunning and exhilarating run-and-gun adventure. Uncover imposters or sabotage crewmates in Among Us, a social deduction game where players complete tasks and navigate betrayal. Its simple mechanics, colorful design, and hilarious interactions make it a multiplayer favorite for friends. Compete in chaotic obstacle courses in Fall Guys, a colorful multiplayer party game blending platforming and competition. Players navigate wacky levels, outlasting rivals to claim victory. Its fast-paced, lighthearted gameplay makes it perfect for casual and competitive fun. Explore and terraform planets in Astroneer, a sandbox adventure game featuring cooperative multiplayer. Players gather resources, build bases, and craft tools to survive in a colorful, procedurally generated universe. Step into the iconic horror franchise with Evil Dead, the game, a multiplayer action game where players battle as survivors or iconic deadites. Its mix of asymmetrical gameplay and nostalgic design creates a thrilling experience for fans. Build and expand empires in Civilization VI, a turn-based strategy game where players lead nations through history. From diplomacy to warfare, every decision shapes the outcome. Its depth and replayability make it a standout in the strategy genre. Create your dream farm in Stardew Valley, a relaxing life simulation blending farming, crafting, and relationship building. Cooperative multiplayer enhances the experience, letting players team up to cultivate crops and explore the charming world. Explore the breathtaking world of Teyvat in Genshin Impact, an open-world action RPG with elemental combat and a compelling story. Players collect characters, solve puzzles, and battle powerful foes in a visually stunning and free-to-play adventure. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up as that really helps a lot. If you think any game is missing or if you're planning to play any of these games, don't forget to leave a comment. Top 50 Crossplay Games. This has been another video from New Quest Play, and I'll be here waiting for you for the next quest.